Did you know that 7 out of 10 people avoid taking risks in their careers and personal lives because they're afraid of failing? That's right, nearly 70% of us let the fear of failure decide our path, paralyzing us, holding us back from greatness, from our true potential. But what if I told welcome to Aspire to Motivation, where today we'll explore one of the most crucial topics for your growth and success, overcoming the fear of failure. If you've ever been afraid to take the next step in life, afraid that failure might be lurking around the corner, this video is for you. Together, we'll unravel the truth about failure and how you can use it as a powerful tool to push yourself forward, towards success. Fear of failure is an emotion that holds many of us back from living fully. It's natural to fear the unknown, the what-ifs, but when that fear paralyzes us, it becomes a problem. The idea of failing, of not succeeding, often becomes a roadblock we can't seem to overcome. The fear can be so strong that it keeps us from trying new things, taking risks, or even dreaming big. We stay in our comfort zones, fearing that if we try and fail, it will define us. But here's the truth: failure is not the end. It's not something to run from, but something to embrace. Failure is often the catalyst for growth, learning, and ultimate success. Many people get stuck in a mindset where failure is the worst possible outcome. They see it as a reflection of their inadequacies, a confirmation that they're not good enough. This mindset can be incredibly limiting because it prevents you from taking action. And without action, there can be no growth. How often do we compare ourselves to others? How many times have you looked at someone else's success and thought, "I'll never get there," or "I'm not good enough"? The truth is, every successful person has failed at some point. Every single one of them. But what sets them apart is their ability to push through fear and use failure as a stepping stone, not as an obstacle. Let's take a moment to consider the lives of those we admire. Michael Jordan, often considered the greatest basketball player of all time, was cut from his high school basketball team. Imagine the rejection, the fear of never making it. But instead of letting that define him, he used it as motivation to work harder, to prove everyone wrong. And the result? A legacy of triumph. Then there's Thomas Edison, who famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." How many of us would have given up after the first, the fifth, or even the 100th attempt? But Edison didn't let failure defeat him. He let it fuel him. And Oprah Winfrey, she faced rejection after rejection early in her career, even being told she was unfit for TV. But she didn't give up. Instead, she embraced those failures and kept learning, growing, and adapting. Today, she is one of the most successful women in the world. What's common in all these stories? Resilience? A mindset that sees failure not as a barrier, but as a bridge. A way to learn, to adapt, and to grow stronger. They all embraced the fear of failure and used it as a catalyst for success. Here's the key insight: embracing failure isn't about being reckless. It's about developing a growth mindset, the belief that every experience, whether it's a success or a failure, contributes to your personal development. Instead of letting fear dictate your decisions, let it propel you toward growth. When you stop fearing failure, you start to see it for what it truly is, an opportunity to learn, to innovate, to refine. It's the feedback you need to become better, stronger, and more resilient. It's not about avoiding failure, but about using it as a stepping stone toward your ultimate success. Now, let's recap. Fear of failure is something we all face, but it's how we react to it that defines our future. If you let fear control your life, you'll never take the risks necessary for growth. But if you learn to embrace failure, to use it as motivation, it becomes a powerful tool in your journey. The next time you face a setback or feel the sting of rejection, remember that it's not the end. It's simply a chapter in your story. Use it to learn, grow, and adapt. Cultivate resilience, and turn that fear of failure into fuel for success. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever experienced a setback that led to a breakthrough? How did you overcome your fear of failure? Share your story in the comments below. I would love to hear about your journey. And if you're ready to continue your personal growth journey, make sure to subscribe to Aspire to Motivation for more motivational content that will help you push through your fears and reach new heights. Remember, your fears do not define you. The way you respond to them does. So embrace failure, trust the process, and let it lead you to success. See you in the next video.